Hello and welcome to another Shine Like the North Star. My name is Carrie Burchill, and I have the privilege of sharing some time with you on this video going over 3 strategies to build your confidence. Now, these strategies are tried and true learned, believe me. They are from leaders who have gone through our leadership academy that we offer and really taken a deep look at themselves and how they get the confidence to show up the way they want. So, our leadership academy is super interesting. We meet once a month in small cohorts and really work on our internal skills so that we can show up on the outside the way we want to. I call it slowing down to go fast. You call it whatever you want. We'd love you to be a part. So message me if you're interested, and we'll get you set up on the next cohort. Do a Facebook, do a hashtag live if you're live with me tonight, and hashtag if you're on replay. I'd love to see your comments. I do look and value all of them. Okay, let's dive into the work of 3 strategies that can really improve your confidence. So, the funny thing about growing in our professional world, and life for that matter, is that we go into these new shoes, these new promotions, these new opportunities, and they're new. So, we're naturally not going to feel very confident. Now, in our old shoes, in the old job, in the old role, we felt really confident because you were in it for a while and you got really good at it, right? It's like kids when they're finishing school. By the time they're in grade 12, they are so done school. They are so outgrown that. But then you show them the first day in university trying to find their way around campus. They are like kindergarten kids all over again, right? Anytime we get to that new evolution of our next step, it's just intimidating. Conflict is or confidence is a real thing. So some of the leaders in the Leadership Academy have worked on things like overcoming my fear of failure, building my confidence, showing up confidently, those sort of internal pieces on what kind of leader am I? How do I want to show up that way? They're also working on lots of other emotional intelligence kind of things, but related to this video, those ones I thought really resonated. So, 3 strategies. First one is to be aware. Just be self aware enough to know that you don't really feel overly confident. So recognize it. We've talked about the power of calling the elephant in the room before. You can't really wrestle with anything until you identify what it is. So the first thing is to identify. Just give yourself permission to go, I'm living the imposter syndrome. How did I get here? So just recognize it. And maybe imposter syndrome, it may be just the learning curve in your new role. It may be that you've been passed up for something, and so you're feeling diminished because you didn't get the job you wanted. Whatever it is, recognize you're not as confident as you want to be, or maybe as confident as you used to be. Whatever the circumstance, recognize it. Second thing is to then manage the head talk. So when we think about managing the head talk, it's first of all being aware that you don't feel confident, and two, what's driving that, right? Is it the imposter syndrome? Is it, oh my goodness, they looked across the meeting really weirdly at me? Is it no one's talking to me when I enter the room? Is it like what are the things going on in your head that are fueling the lack of confidence that you have? So that's an important piece to really think through, because if we don't, first of all, recognize where we're at in our confidence, then we can't sort of become aware of our head talk to change it. So listen to the head talk, talk back to the head noise. So you got traffic going in your brain all day long, and lots of it is consciously or otherwise not really helpful. So talk back, like, go away, shut up. You're being dramatic. It's not like that. People don't have to talk at the beginning of me. Whatever. Literally talk back to your head talk. I know it sounds a little out there. No, I'm not sending you to a psychologist or a psychiatrist if you try that. We won't tell anyone. Yes, that's powerful, right? Shut it down. Eckhart Tolle, in one of his books, I forget which one, talks about the pain body, and that's sort of the ego part of all of us where we think, oh my goodness, they didn't talk to me when I entered the room, and oh, that's terrible. How come? And you sort of feed what he calls the pain body. And the only way to sort of get that to stop is starve the pain body. Just don't fuel it with more comments, because one negative self-talk is going to fuel another, and then they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden you're like not even applying for jobs that you're totally qualified for because you just shrunk yourself with your own head talk. Okay, so name it, be aware of your head talk, and talk back to the head talk. Third thing is, and this one's maybe my favorite, think of people that love you, believe in you, respect you, and ask yourself how they see you. So if you're having a rough day and you're beating yourself up, or maybe a project didn't go well, or you missed a deadline, or something just didn't go quite like you wanted, ask yourself, if this was so and so, what would they want me to think right now? If this was so and so, how would they help me work through this? If this was so and so who loves you, respects you, admires you, thinks that you have value, and if they were looking at you, what would they say? So be aware of your confidence, talk back to the head noise, and love yourself through the eyes of other people. That's it. Have a great night, everybody. And let's follow me on YouTube. I think I've got a few more followers. Let's crank up those numbers. Follow me on YouTube, North Star Coaching. Bye.